Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, I got some more Starcraft 2 action for you. We are on Cinder Fortress. We've got a 3v3 with Spartan as the Teal Terran, Contrarian as the Blue Protoss, and Dunamai as the Red Roaches, apparently. And they're going to be going up against, as you can see in the chat, Bro, the Purple Protoss. The Purple Brotoss. Yeah, that's right. Greatest as the Yellow Protoss, and Ben as the Orange Protoss. So an all Protoss challengers this game. And we're going to speed this up a little bit, just get into the action. All pretty much standard stuff here for a little bit. And yes, we got Protoss, so there's almost definitely expect cheese. A cannon rush followed by DTs followed by mass void rays. I think that's how the proper progression goes. And early expo here for Dunamai, which is pretty dangerous because you know that they're going to cheese, don't you? Although we don't see any forge yet. We don't see any forward-looking probes, so maybe we've passed the cheese phase. And we just got sort of a standard wall here for Spartan. I'm going to throw up a bunker there behind it. No, wait, whoa, slow down. We do have a forward pylon here from our Brotoss. What is our Brotoss up to? He is chrono boosting out that warp gate technology. He does have 3 more gates on the way. He's going for a quick 4-gate warp, but oh, it looks like they've been spotted. And here come the Zealots to try to clean that probe out. The probe's going to get forced away, and that pylon is going to go down. Our warp gate's almost done. Warp gates are not going to be done in time, and this pylon will go down. But oh, we got another probe out here, and he is just dropping a trail of pylons so that he knows his way back home. He's leaving a trail. If he gets lost, he just follows the row of pylons. And what is Gratis up to? Also chrono boosting out the 2 fast 4 gates. Nope, 3 fast 4 gates, and Ben's throwing down a pylon, so they are just definitely trying to do a bit of warp and cheese. It's not something you see, and now you've got it in 3 different places. And yes, you can ping up there to see that pylon, but guess what? There's a lot more where that came from. And we are seeing the first warp-ins here. 3 Stalkers and a Zealot here for our Brotoss. And we are going to try to go for that pylon, but oh, he's got more units coming there. And we've got some Stalkers coming here for Gratis. And Ben's got some Stalkers around him. He's going to try to push the front. But a lot of Marines in a bunker, I think, are going to be enough to try to force that out. And indeed, they are not going to even try that one. Nope, they are going to try to take a little bit of a smack at it. But no, they're going to go down, and ooh, that Immortal coming out just in time is going to, whoa, that poor Stalker's like, I did not sign up for this. But meanwhile, we got Brotoss here, going to go run into Dunamai's expansion. The spines are not quite up yet. He didn't get them up in time, and it looks like he might lose this base. Do they have any reinforcements? Yes, they do, but not from their side, but instead from Gratis in the form of his Stalkers. And here comes some Marine and Roaches to try to clean this out. And is it going to be enough? Oh, the Immortal's going to join in too. Immortals just chew up Stalkers like there's no tomorrow. But here comes some more reinforcements, some Stalkers, a couple more Zealots from our Brotoss. Is it going to be enough? Oh, the Immortal's going to run away, but there's nothing left to defend this base now, and the hatchery is going to slowly be whittled down. Can they stop it? And meanwhile, we've got Ben pushing the front again. We do still have this bunker here, but this barracks is not being defended by it right now. He needs to pull his Marines out or do something, and the hatchery is going to go down for Dunamai, but it looks like they might have enough reinforcements down here to slowly clean this up. And oh, the Immortals are going to get focused down. They need to pull back, and oh, that poor Immortal just got gang stomped. Oh, and another Stocky from Gratis, and oh, Bro dropping the pylon right in their face. That takes a lot of brass ones. My Brotoss friend here, and it looks like that barracks did go down because Spartan didn't really do anything to stop it, and those Stalkers didn't even see it, and they're going to get in the middle of it. Oh, and that poor Immortal is going to kind of get stuck on the wrong side of the battle lines there. But it's not over yet because we got another push here from our Brotoss with a little bit of Stalker help from Gratis, and now Dunamai is going to be facing some pressure on his front door of his main base, and can he hold it off? Can they hold it off? And the Stalkers for Ben are going to pull back, and nope, they're going to part ways for now. But now they're rebolstering their forces, and there comes a lot of pings. Are they going to be able to stop this? They're parked there right on the creep, so they knew this was coming. And he's trying to get out an extra hatchery right now, which is not exactly what he needs right now. And he's supply blocked, so he can't get any reinforcements until these units die. That's not exactly the best way to reinforce your armies. These will die. Then we'll rebuild some, and after they're all dead, we'll rebuild some more. And this is looking really bad for Dunamai. He's going to be forced to pull off his drones now, which has got to be devastating. This is the last of his forces, and he's actually getting a surround, though. But meanwhile, we've got Ben pulling off another front door attack, and he's going to try to go at that bunker, but we got a couple Immortals here, and Immortals are just going to chew up. But that bunker is going to go down. There was no repairs going on for it, and they need to get into this next bunker now. Jump into the next bunker. Jump into the next. There you go. And I think they're going to clean this up, but what about Dune? It looks like Dunamai did save his base. I don't know how he pulled it off, but he's okay. But we still have forces warping in over here for our Brotos. We still have the pylon here for Ben. We still have the trail of pylons for Gratis. They could warp in a whole army at any moment, and meanwhile they've started their expanding on the back end of this. All three Protosses are expanding here. And some more forces from our Brotos here are going to find that Immortal by himself, but he brought some buddies. That was a nice little trick there, my little Immortal friend. And this poor probe's like, I am not here. I am just the pile of destructible rocks. Pay no attention to the probe behind these minerals. But that's definitely not going to work. So now they're going to have to do a bit of cleanup, because it has been constant pressure. And finally, we're going to be able to get an expand out here for Contrarian. But it looks like Ben is still content to warp in on this pylon. They may not know there's a warping here. I mean, his attacks don't quite coordinate with the other ones, so they might think he's just running all of his units there. But they are going to find this Stalker, because it was probably inside of this refinery. And are they going to try to pick it off? Nope, they don't know it's there yet. They do not know that it is yet there, and all the pylons still remain. So anytime they can warp in more forces, and with these expansions going up, they could drop down a bunch more gateway. We got 2 more gateways coming down here for our Brotos, 1 more gateway coming down here for Gratis. None yet for Ben, but he is getting Blink, so perhaps these Stalkers that he's got here could do a lot more devastation if they so desire. For now, things have calmed down just for a little bit, but is it gonna last? I don't know. I got a taste in the air that there's more afoot, that we have not seen the end of this, and this is just the eye of the storm. I don't know. And just as I say that, here comes Ben with another push out. No, he's deciding he doesn't want to attack that side anymore. Where is he going this time? He's going to meet up with his Commander Zealot, and he's going to try to take on these rocks. Looks like they're going to be pushing into the expansions now. No, he must have caught wind of these other Stalkers, and he's going to we're going to take those on, and Contrarian is going to have to back off there right away. And then he's going to proceed to take on these rocks. But Contrarian's got to know this is a possibility, and it looks like he may be sweeping around to defend his own front door. Yeah, I guess you call that the front door, the second front door. This is sort of like the front door to the guest house. And they're about to have a lot of guests. Not just yet. He's waiting for some signal. I think this Zealot here is waiting for orders before he tells the Stalkers to charge. Which is silly, because Stalkers don't have charge. Zealots do. And those Immortals let's go. Whoa, let's get out of there. And one Immortal's going to go down immediately without firing a shot. And now they're in big trouble, and that command center is going to have to try to get out of there. But this poor Nexus isn't as lucky. But with Roach Stalker and several Immortals, I think that might be enough. And they're going to blink into the Immortals. They're going to try to focus them down, but it's going to give a huge concave to the defenders here. And 1 Immortal for your entire force is not worth it. And there goes the Commander Zealot getting out of there. The only way he knows how, through a gravestone, apparently. So have we ended it? I don't know. The pylons here, it looks like they did manage to get out this pylon, but they still have this pylon back here, which is not really that close anymore. And they still have this pylon here for our Brotos, and we still have Ben here warping in another round of Stalkers. Boy, he's got a ton of money. He really should get out some more gateways, and he could have a huge force. And are these Stalkers Contrarian going to spot this? No, they are not going to see it. And is Ben going to see that this is going on? No, the forces do not have any eyes on each other right now. Does he have it yet? Oh. These forces might be able to see it. Are they going to see it? Oh, they might see the stalker right here. They might know something is going on, and it looks like our Brotoss is going to try to drop a pylon right at their front door. Those roaches are like, no. No. I'm sorry, that is not going to happen. And it looks like we do have another engagement of stalkers right now to Contrarian. Blink Contrarian does not have Blink. Ben does. He can chase these stalkers down all the way. Yeah, he is. He's going to do a lot of damage to Contrarian stalkers, but he doesn't want to go in too far because he doesn't know what's waiting. Like, oh, I don't know, 4 Immortals with the +1 upgrade. You do have the +1 armor, but I don't think that scales as well as the Immortals. Devastating. What are Immortals armed with? Phase Disruptors. Well, they do certainly disrupt stalkers quite proficiently. He's once again going to blink right in, and I don't know if this is the right choice, although those roaches could help out a little bit. And he's going to try to focus down that Immortal. He did get one, but that second one is not going to go down. They finally are going to spot that pylon, and that one is going to go down. So the reinforcing pylons are slowly running out. We just have this one here left for our Brotoss, who is currently just getting some upgrades right now. Our Protoss forces are just getting some upgrades right now, not doing anything too severe. They're going to take a breath, not going to notice that there's a changeling amongst their ranks, who has seen, well, not a lot. He's just seen this army, but he knows that the Brotoss army is sitting right here and not trying to attack. Oh, looks like Dunamai is going to check to see if there's expansions up here, and he's going to spot this pylon and this lone Brotoss Zealot, and he's just going to walk right past. It's just a Zealot. It's no big threat. He is going to manage to snipe a probe, though. And it looks like they are massing up here at the front door of the guest house. Need to put up a porch here, maybe a nice porch swing and a table to set drinks on. Boy, now I'm thirsty. I think I need to get something to drink after this game. These casts are making me thirsty. I just heard a changeling die. We do have a little bit of a respite before the next craziness begins, but oh, I can feel it in the air. It's electric. It's coming. There's going to be some more craziness going on. We don't know when, we don't know how, but we know it is coming. And Contrarian going to be trying to set up this expansion, throwing up a bunch of cannons, because you never know when a bunch of stalkers are going to warp into your base. Just ask Dunamai. Ooh. Hope he's not still sensitive about that. Oh, he did finally spot that pylon, and he's going to take it out, and just in time for the stalkers to say, hey, you shot our pylon. But the roaches are going to make it out of there. All safe and sound. Looks like we're going to get Colossus Tech out here for gratis. Wow, looks like our Brotoss is still going to be doing some basic gateway army. Oh, looks like we're going to get Colossus out here for Contrarian too. And Dunamai getting Corruptors. Is he going to be getting out Broodlord Tech? Not just yet. He does not even have his hive yet, but he may be preparing for it. And it looks like Contrarian definitely wants some lings right here. All 4 lings that are on the map. I think he might have forgotten that this is Dunamai and not me. And Dunamai, he seems to like to go for roaches more than he likes lings. I mean, he'll do a ling here and there, but he seems to be more roaches. He doesn't have 1,000 lings like I sometimes do. Until I get them killed. And it looks like they did finally get another pylon from down from that initial set, but Brotoss still got this pylon here. He could warp anything in there right now. You had no idea. And oh, we got some activity right here. It looks like somehow Ben managed to sneak DTs in the base. I don't know how they got in there, or the fact that there's no detection at the front door, and the orbital is going to go down, leaving nothing but the hairdryer, and even that's going to disintegrate. And what are they going to do? Spartan just lost his main. All he does is have this planetary here, which is not going to help with his econ. Oh, and they're going to go try for the robotics bay before he can get that observer. Are they going to be able to stop it in time? And that pylon's going to go down. It's going to expose a little bit more. And he's going to try to get it. He's chrono boosting it out, but is it going to make? And Spartan, or Contrarian wants a scan, but Spartan doesn't have one because his only orbital went down, and oh, the immortal doesn't make it out. But here comes an overseer, and that is going to stop the DT threat here. And now, but we still got one DT running around. Yeah, we got to take care of that one. Oh, wow. I don't know when those DTs slipped in there, but when you have no detection at your front door, these things tend to happen, and it looks like Spartan is going to remedy that. And now he's down to just one base, and really an oversaturated base too, although you get a couple more on those gases. and he's majorly supply blocked. Meanwhile, we got our Brotos here in the center of the map with quite a big gateway army. Pretty good upgrades for this point. Oh, but it looks like Ben's not content with that DT harass. He's going to start pushing into Contrarian's expansion, which he probably knew was coming because, you know, he caught the Stalkers over there trying to bust down the rocks. And going to blink into those cannons, quickly dispatch them, and this base is going to go down. At the same time, our Brotos are going to push at the front, but there's Colossus there and a lot of Immortals, and I don't think he can take that on. He is going to have to pull back. And Gratis is like, where should I go? Gratis? Wait. Oh, Contrarian putting Gratis in his place. And Gratis is going to push in right here, and he's got Colossus, which are pretty good against all these Marines, but there's a lot of forces there, and they're going to quickly focus down those Colossi. Oh, but here comes our Brotos, going to focus on the flank here, and is he going to focus down that? Yes, he's going to try to focus down the Colossus, and here come the Corruptors, but there's nothing left for them to shoot at anymore, as all the Colossi on the map are currently dead. Well, yes, that is an accurate statement. All the Colossi are currently dead, and he is trying to get up a Greater Spire, but Broodlords are not exactly going to be helpful in this battle because they won't be ready in time. And it looks like Brotos is going to clear out the center of the map. Meanwhile, it looks like Contrarian was able to take out the forces of Ben, but not before losing pretty much all of his expansion except for this pylon and a couple of assimilators. Oh man, just attacks left and right, and I gotta hand it to Ben. He's not been the focus of the main attacks. He's been sneaking around the edges and causing all sorts of fits for our good buddies here in the northwest. Brotos rebolstering his forces. Is he getting ready for another attack? And their rocks are still up. They're not going to let anyone in their guest house. But this door is open for all to see, and I don't know if this is good positioning for them. I mean, it's kind of a safe position, but if any attack happens right here, they end up stuck on the ramp. And Contrarian, desperate for minerals. Yeah, he definitely needs some right now. And, well, Dunamite doesn't really have any to give. And, well, I guess Spartan does have a little bit he can transfer over, but he really needs to do some rebuilding. And not really any place he can expand right now. I mean, he can't really expand back to his... Well, I mean, he probably needs these gases, but there's no minerals left there to mine. And he can't expand there, so he's going to have to... Contrarian's going to have to tell Dunamite that you got to expand there. Because there's a bit of, I don't know, we'll say creep there. So another calm before the storm, but what? Oh, looks like we're gonna get some adrenal glands here for Dunamite. I guess he's gonna be making those lings, 18 lings on the map, and he does have those Broodlords up. We got some more Colossi out here for Contrarian. Brotos seems to be content with his all gateway army. Yeah, he's just gonna keep getting upgrades for those gateway forces and just doing what Brotos do, and he still has this pylon here. Seriously, if this map allowed it, and I don't think there's enough money to it, he could just drop down like 50 gates, warp in an entire army, and just like gut this side of the map before they even knew what hit him. Oh, we got some overseers out there. Gonna drop a changeling. Gonna kind of park that here in Brotos' army. Is he gonna see that? No, he is not. Ooh, what is Contrarian? Contrarian once again asking for minerals, politely. Does anyone have any minerals to give? Well, Spartan's got some, but I really think he probably needs those to bolster his own forces. And oh, we're going to have the blink up here. Looks like Contrarian is going to try to take out the space. This little stalker, though, got a bit lost. He got up there in the end. And this expansion's going to go on. He's going to cancel these simulators, but the Nexus, I'm afraid, is going to go down. And can Ben stop it? He's got some forces there, but he's not moving to stop it. And now he's going to move after the attack is done, and Contrarian is going to blink. Oh, he blinked a little bit too soon, and these 5 stalkers are in. Oh, a little bit of a miss micro there is going to cost 5 stalkers their lives. If this little patch hadn't been there, he might have made it out, but didn't quite get the blink off perfectly. And that has spurred Brotos into action. He's like, alright, you're going to take out an expansion? I'll take out some overseers. But, oh, a lot of Colossi there. You don't want to take that on. But careful, those Colossi also don't want to get stuck out there in the middle of the map. No, pull the Colossus back. Oh, pull the Colossus back. No, one Colossus is going to get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. And, oh, a quick blink here from Ben Stalkers, who are still irate at losing that base. And, oh, those Colossi have got to pull back. And if they get back behind those Marines, I think they'll be in good position. And a quick stamina, they're going to run forward, but they don't want to get too clumped up on this ramp. And now the Colossi are pulling way back, which leaves the Marines here on their own. And oh, the force fields are going to start going down, which is going to prevent the Marines from really effectively getting down the ramp. And they're all kind of getting trapped here right now. Although the Colossi could take care of that force field problem, they're going to start shooting, pulling back into the battle. And here come the Stalkers here from Contrarian, but a quick blink around is going to blink Ben's Stalkers right into Contrarians. And they're holding it up. And here come the Zerglings from Dunamai, which do have the crackling upgrade, but not much else, although he is working on it. And it looks like they are going to push the Protoss forces back. And here come the Broodlords, but they're a little bit behind the party, and the Marines need to get in the action as well. And oh, and here comes Gratis going to flank on this side right now. And oh, there's a lot of Colossi there, and the Marines are not really that good against Colossi, especially in these numbers. They're going to quickly get burned up, and oh, it's absolutely devastating. Well, they continue to push in this direction, but that's not going to help Spartan keep his forces alive, and he's just going to have to pull out of there. And here come the Corruptors, which are pretty good against Colossi, but they would have been a lot more helpful before all these Marines lost their lives. And what are the Broodlords doing? The Broodlords are getting a little bit too close, and they're going to get themselves completely sniped. And I think he was trying to focus it down, but it can be really hard to focus down stuff in the middle of the battle. And I think they got to retreat out of there, but it looks like it's going to be almost total losses. And the Broodlords are going to stop. They're going to get Blunk under, and all of them are going to get sniped and complete losses. All that's left right now are the Corruptors and these measly reinforcements. The Corruptors, why are the Corruptors still here? The Corruptors got to get out of there. And Spartan's upset about something right now. I don't know what's going on, but there, the Corruptors are going to finally get out of there. And what are these Stalkers doing? They're going to try to focus down the Observer? Well, focus and blink away. I guess that could work. Wow. I not only am going to need a drink after this, I am going to need an oxygen tank. And that Overseer is going to need a change of diapers. And I think Spartan's lamenting the fact that his units are dead. Well, he's got some units, but they really keep taking the brunt. And with Contrarian and his newfound Blink Micro is going to easily get all those Marines killed as they continue to become the front lines. And these Corruptors aren't doing anything, and these Broodlords are just begun. They're not going to be ready in time. He just doesn't have the gas to fund Broodlords right now. He could use this a lot of Lings. Does he have the larva? If he has 30 larva, maybe just start pumping out Lings. There's not too many Colossus. The Zealots are going to give him a bit of a problem, but they're not bad against the Stalkers. Oh, now they're blinking in, and these Broodlords are not going to be able to make it in time. One's going to... Oh, no, he did cancel one. I think the other one did not cancel in time, though. He does have one Broodlord out, which will not really do much in the way of creating Broodlings. Oh, and they got him in their bases now. Are they going to be able to hold this off? They got a little bit of support from these cannons. They pull back a little bit more. It looks like they're getting a little support from that Planetary, too. And it looks like Contrarian's getting some Archons out, which would be pretty good against these Zealots. And so-so against the Stalkers, but we're going to have some Zerglings here, but they're going to be covering up all the reinforcements that are coming in here, and they're getting some reinforcing pylons here so they can quickly reinforce this, but I think they're starting to push it back right now, and Contrarian's got his Stalkers up here in the front. They're slowly pushing out the front, but he's going to meet up with these Stalkers out here. Is he going to have enough? I don't know. Maybe this Archon helps him with the damage while they try to thin out these ranks, and they're going to, looks like they were starting to move into retreat. Nope, they're going to pull back again. And even the probe, well, the probes weren't really attacking there, but they're just going to kind of get in the way. And a quick blink back is going to put the battle right back at the front doorstep. But I think, nope, we're not done yet. Contrarian is mad as heck, and he's pushing out there. Is he going to try to get that pylon? No, he did not get the pylon down, and I think that was a good idea. He did not want to lose too many. Oh, but he did manage to bait a couple of Stalkers in here, and they are going to lose their lives because they were a little over-eager. My goodness. Was there anything else going on the rest of the map? Was anyone watching the mini-map and all that? I think everybody was still there, and Contrarian's sick of the Corruptors, and I don't blame him because there's not a lot of Colossus, and he just does not have the gas to fund Broodlords. Although if he actually used his geysers, he's not using any of his geysers here. But our Brotoss here is like, oh, I found myself some juicy bases, but oh, a lot of Stalkers are going to move in there. Quickly take out those Stalkers, and Zealots are going to be a little bit more of a problem, but there's not that many Stalkers. Oh, that Sentry is going to go down. That's a bit costly. He could have saved that Sentry at least a little bit longer. Although it looks like he may be able to take this out. He probably could have saved that Sentry. A quick force field there would have saved the Sentry long enough, I think, to take down all these units. But Contrarian is mad as heck. He's going to be pushing the center of the map again and taking out those pylons and any of the straggling reinforcements that are still sitting around. And he's going to try to blink back to try to save Dunamai's base, but there's just one Zealot left, and I think the Lings are going to be enough to take care of that. And it looks like we've got all the, well, almost all the bases taken. It looks like, oh, it looks like Spartan's going to be dropping in this base right here. And it looks like Ben was not content to taking out those rocks, and so he's just going to offset his Nexus rather than actually take down those rocks, which is really hard for Protoss. It is really worse for Protoss. Terran can always lift up a command center later. Zerg can never have enough hatcheries, so you can always knock down those rocks and then throw down the hatchery, but it looks like that Nexus isn't even going to survive unless he forgets to focus it down. There we go. We're going to focus that down, but oh, there's going to be reinforcing Stalkers here from Gratis. They're going to perhaps give that, well, actually, that SCV is like, alright, you guys take on the Stalkers. I got this Nexus. Oh, yeah, I got the, oh, no. Oh, that poor SCV. He was so brave. He had the heart of the lion and the armor of a jellyfish. And Contrarian once again demanding minerals. Not only demanding them, but demanding when he wants them, which is now. But he's gonna, yeah, Spartan apparently doesn't have any minerals, which he doesn't have any mining bases left. I mean, he rebuilt that, but he has no mining bases. He has no income. As you can see, he has a ton of gas. I don't know what he can do with it. I don't think there's any Terran units that cost only gas. Oh, and what are... Oh, that's actually Contrarian's probes. He's going to long-distance mine because he really wants those minerals. And it looks like this base is going to go down, but this is very dangerous for these probes. I hope it pays off for you, Contrarian. Oh, he's going to try to snipe all those probes. Are any of them going to get out? No, they're going to get trapped. And there's the GG from Ben. Wow, all that aggression from you, Ben. And he's like, no, man, just can't. I can't do it anymore. And I think that is sincere from Contrarian. This is a hard-fought game. And I am exhausted, and I wasn't even playing it. Oh my goodness. And here comes the hard-fought for Broodlords that I was trying so hard to get out this game, and they're actually going to accomplish something. And apparently we've gone into the post-game discussion portion of the match. Not quite post-game analysis, but post-game discussion. And it looks like we're going to try to be getting some Templars out here for our bro toss. It might be a bit late. I'm not really sure what Psystorm is going to do for you. Well, Spartan, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Well, no, don't leave yet. You're actually winning this right now, apparently. But wow, what an exciting game. And I like this. They're all good sports about it. Nobody's angry. You know, they might be angry at their own teammates, as Contrarian was irate for minerals, but yeah, look at this. Look at our Brotoss being the Brotoss that he is. I like this. This makes me happy. Heart. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you did not enjoy this game, then I don't even know why you're watching Starcraft, because you don't know Starcraft. But I hope you enjoy it. I am just on an adrenaline kick. I need to get a drink, get a breath of fresh air, and do another one of these games because it was awesome. Oh, and we're just going to get some final storms in there. Missing the lings, which is where you actually want to throw those storms down. Although the DT is going to take care of that, but DT can't really do anything against Broodlords. Oh, but it has been excited. Oh, and even a little LO thanks there at the end. Oh, you guys are so sweet. But I hope you'll stay tuned for some more action, and have a day.